Well, it's hard to believe it, but we are coming up on the end of the school year. So that means looking ahead to August and the next school year. Right now is the time kindergarten registration really ramps up. And if it's the first time your child is headed to school, it can be a bit much. This afternoon, we have Ann Newton and Janine Williams to go over the process for us. I know I was a first-time parent sending my daughter to kindergarten in the fall, and I remember this time last year just kind of being nervous. I want to make sure that I got everything right and got her signed her up, all those things. So what should parents, they've got maybe 5-year-olds now or turning 6 soon, what should parents be doing right now?
So right now, if you have a child who's going to turn 5 before September 30th, now is your time to get your child registered. The simplest thing to do is to go to tps.org, and on the website, there's a big banner that says Enroll Now across the top, and you simply click right on there. And from that point, there's going to be 2 things. So if you're returning to TPS or you have an older child in TPS, you can go right there and go in your parent portal and update your information and get your kindergarten registered. But if you're new to TPS, there's a separate box to click, and you can go ahead right in that system and get your child registered electronically.
Okay, and it's pretty easy. You'll probably need forms and things like that. What kind of identification are we going to need?
So within the system, they will ask for things like birth certificates and ID and all that type of stuff. So you can just directly upload that in the system. But if you're struggling in any way, just please reach out to your elementary that's close. So if you currently have a child, let's say at Sherman Elementary, just reach out to the Sherman principal and they can help you through the process called Parent Portal. So just reach out to them and they can help you. And same way with the early childhood ones. So if you know where you're going to go for kindergarten, please just reach out to the schools and they can help through the process.
Okay, so I feel like we get nervous. We don't want to miss any steps, things like that. But you know, what they say, everything we learned in kindergarten, right? But we also need to learn some things in Head Start too. Yes. So we want to make sure we've got kids maybe in preschool, you know, starting to learn a little bit. And there's some Head Start programs available too.
Yeah, so we at Toledo Public Schools have had the Head Start grant for 10 years. We got it in 2014. We serve just a little under 1,000 Head Start families within Lucas County and within our TPS district. So the same way that you register for kindergarten, you can register for Head Start as well.
Okay, and you can do that online.
You can do that online.
I think we want to make sure our kids are ready to start kindergarten. So when they jump in, they're not already behind. So what are some of the things that kids or parents can be doing with their kids right now to get them ready for kindergarten?
So, you know, one thing you can do is just simply play with your kids. Play with your kids, talk to your kids, those simple self-help skills. So teaching them to put their jacket on, zip up their jacket properly, following directions, just those simple things. Sometimes our parents think they've got to get a paper and pencil out and have them start writing their name that way. That's great, but just let them play. Just let them have sidewalk chalk. Let them play in the yard. Just doing those types of things also really helps prepare those kids for kindergarten.
I remember my daughter, there were issues getting bags open at lunchtime. You know, these
exactly.
Well, these are things we probably don't think about.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, they just ask me to do it. Oh,
right.
I'm not going to be there.
Yes.
So what is it like for maybe teachers or administrators, you know, people on the other side, on the education side, when it comes to welcoming new kids into school?
I mean, it's always exciting. We love to see the families and the children come in. One thing about Head Start is we focus on the whole child, so that includes the family, that includes physical and mental health. So we're really excited to see them come in and see the progress they make throughout the school year.
And, you know, Head Start, this is so important because families, they may not otherwise be able to get their kids into a preschool program. So talk a little bit about the importance of taking advantage of this program.
So it's a really great program. One of our goals is to make sure that they are ready for kindergarten and beyond. So we say get in early, read to your children, play with your children, contact us so that we can get you in. We are excited to have you, and we just need you to take that step.
There are probably parents who are nervous. They're a little scared, you know, to let their little ones go off. How can you reassure parents that, you know, everything's going to be okay?
You know, so we do recognize it's hard for parents. And I was a kindergarten teacher, so I can remember being the kindergarten teacher and the parents would be sitting there peeking in the windows, making sure everything is okay. And we just say it's a process, you know, it's a process for the parents and it's also a process for the children. And once they get with us and they get in those routines, they transition really, really smoothly. Now, we also know there'll be some that are going to be hanging on your leg when it starts to happen, or there might be little tears, but after they get with us and in the classroom, they just play really nicely with all their students. So just don't let that hold you back and think, oh my goodness, my child can't stay there, a little scared of that. The other thing too, talking about play, is, you know, you can take them to the playground in the summer and have them interact with their peers there and let them just play with other people, you know, get them out, exposure to other students. We got beautiful metro parks. Take them to the metro park and just let them play at the playground so they can get used to playing with other students.
Socialization is so good for them,
Yes.
and I love when I got a new friend, or you know, it's great to hear, you know, when they come home from school, the things that I learned how to do this today,
Yes.
and so they do catch on to things really quick, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, and so with Head Start, get on the website.
Get on the website, tps.org, and you can register now.
Register there, and then if you've got a youngster, you said, what is the deadline again for kids, the age deadline?
September 30th.
Okay,
So if you're
September.
5 years old before September 30th is our cutoff date in Toledo Public Schools. So get them registered to come to us early.
And now is the time to do it. You know, you don't want to be waiting till the last minute to.
No, no, it so helps. Plus, that'll give the schools a chance to reach out with you throughout the year. So if there's things they need from you or things you want to talk to the school about, it just builds that connection earlier, which eases the transitions you're talking about.
And then when you get those emails over the summer, you're like, oh, okay, good. I'm not
Yes.
behind. I'm on top of everything. All right, great information this afternoon. Thank you so much for
Thank
being here
you.
today.
Thanks
We
for having
appreciate it.
us.
Absolutely. Kaylee?